for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life, then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Island Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and for more details, please visit islandteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Oh. If you're wondering who that was me. Greetings all, thank you for joining us. This eventually started up. Thank you all for being here. As for agenda tonight, it'll be the same as it's been recently. And I have a message, and let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, for those tuning in, we had to deal with Google right now. The link was all set up, and then it wasn't able to broadcast, so we had to switch over to another Hangout. So we're figuring it out. No one knows why. Yeah, it opened up and it was fine. It didn't hit record. It just took the link from the Hangout and just posted it. I guess when I'm exiting it, screws everything up. So anyway, all right. Thank you all for being here. Clear the air. Michael's here. Clear the energy out. Anyone would like to do a blessing before we begin? If not, I can do one.
Sure, I can do one.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So. Thank you.
Thank you. Clear the energy. Well, it's starting to seem like the only way to make this work is to post the link a few minutes before the broadcast. That might be the way we'll have to do it for the future, so we'll see how it goes. So either way, we'll get this trained out. So blessings all, and have a good webinar. We have messages first, and when the being comes through for questions, that'll probably be in the second half. So we're running a little bit late, so we will go after 9 o'clock. So blessings all, and see you on the other side. Blessings. This is Yosua. We give you sweet thoughts today. Not necessarily forget the past, but not let the past hold you down. Remember, you are a being of light. Even if you don't feel like being of light, you can choose your direction. But remember, do not let the past mistakes hold you down. You are a positive being. And if you choose negative, when you go from negative, you bring on the past and let that hinder you and take over you. It becomes like a burden that's not needed. An energy source that has no reason for being there. So the message here is to let go of the past and think about your future. Positive energies, positive light to shine onto you, to bring in energies where you can be healed and move forward and connect to where you are intended to connect to. Even if it is negative, at least there you know this is a lesson you must learn. And to live through it in a positive nature, even if it is impossible to do so. Positive nature, positive ideas do help you move forward and do help you in longevity of life. Yes, you might have a job you care much for. Your financial situation might not be of your liking, but remember, those are there for reasons of teaching, not to be burdens to you. They are all teachers. You are all God's people, all God's essence. But you are God also. Never forget that. Blessings to you. Have a wonderful webinar. Remember, you are always loved. And don't forget to love yourself, because that is always easy to forget. So easy. Blessings to you. I'm Joshua. Blessings. My name is Ish. My name is too confusing to bring up in your... It is not needed. I am an alien spirit. Does not matter other than that. It does not matter where the message is coming from. It just matters what the message is. At this moment, we're all going through a healing phase of new directions. We're all opening up to new ways of looking at the world. And you will continue to do this. Many of you will go through many challenges of not wanting to release the past to go into your future, such as belief systems. Belief systems have been planted here as obstacle courses to keep you from your direction, where you belong as a spiritual being. Remember that. Those things are here to keep you from yourself. Entertainment, and nothing wrong with entertainment, but much in your entertainment systems are put there to keep you locked down from yourself, to turn you off from spirituality. But right now, many of you are awakening to this. And those that are already aware of all of this, of the spirit guides, the other side, other worlds, finally finding peace where there was not a place of home where you can relate to. Realize this much where you can relate to is coming through, where you can relate to many. Instead of just, I have all these thoughts, I feel these things, I see these things, and what do I do with all of this? Help is on the way. Many are coming together, where you are no longer an enigma. You are now finding families here and there. This will increase. There is much negativity in some of these families at this time because there's still lost. There's a lot of lost souls there, but that will not last forever. Healing processes are moving through. Many are becoming more understanding of channeling, but it is still taking time for this to come together because of the belief systems in place that are keeping the information coming through. If there are others to speak, that is all I have for this moment. There are others here to speak. with more information of your ascension process. Blessings to you all. I am Ish. You are all special. You are all of love. In times of darkness, don't forget you are a soul of love. Many do ignore this and go into a darkness because they are so used to it. Finding love within oneself is not easy to see, now is it? But it should not hurt you to find love within yourself. Blessings. We are the Arcturians. You can call a name that you might need to identify me. You can call me S. Names do not matter. We do have news of your Earth as it's going through its patterns. Your sun at this time is becoming overly reactive in certain areas. On the other side, where it does not affect your Earth. It is affecting your Earth, but not the proportions that it could. We are working on that because your Earth is going through it is always going through ascension, but it is going through another version of it where it is your weather patterns are going to change slightly. The energy of the people are going to change ever so slightly, meaning that the ascension process is opening up doors within the human psyche, within the soul. Yes, many in astral are prepared for this, but when they go back into human body, that is like, how do I wake this up? Because there's somebody else when they go back into body. And in astral, they are sometimes totally different. For the most part, yes. But when you come back in, realize it is like a door has been opened within many on your planet. And let's just continue. This will continue. This door within the soul is bringing in, this is where the ascension process, the energy, the spirit energy of it is flowing through many at this time. You can say it's like preparing them for more to come. Alien, everything. As you go forward. The electronics on your planet will become somewhat more toxic because those that wish you not to ascend are going to keep you under their hood, under their umbrella. But they do realize they cannot keep everyone asleep forever. So the movement has already begun, but it's going into different phases at this time. This new phase is coming through. Meaning this information is spoken here, and other channelers, other spiritual beings that are of the psychic natures are going to begin to receive messages that will activate much of this ascension process. It is already happening, but it's going to move into another phase where it will go slightly quicker, but not enough where you would technically notice it. But many will become more awakened that were never thought it'd ever wake up to something like this. It's like all of a sudden I believe in aliens, and I don't know why. All of a sudden I see these things in video games, and I don't, the negativity of these things, not all negativity, but some of them are. It's like we're being deprogrammed by these mechanisms. Because you are. There is much there to deprogram you, but you are realizing you are being deprogrammed. This happens at a very, very slow pace. If it went fast, you would pop off the planet in no time at all. So we can tell you this, but as for you here, will you notice this? Not necessarily, no. Over time, yes. It takes time, meaning when we say it takes time, meaning this information will be discovered and other channelers will be discovered also. Their numbers will grow, is what we're getting at. It is already happening at a slow rate. It's going to increase slightly here and there. We cannot give accurate numbers, but we do say that those that have been asleep for very long are having a wake-up call at this time. Events in their life, tragedies happen to wake up. There's different scenarios. I tell you this, your government is well aware that they might see a future where your human race is knocking on their door saying, we know exactly what you are up to. It's time to come clean. But in a positive way, you'd be doing this, not in a negative. We do see this. Because there will be so much love, the governments of your world will not be able to handle it because they are not controlled by love, they're controlled by opposition. Blessings. We leave this communication at this time to bring in another, to answer your questions. We do see 2 or 3 here to answer your questions. So there might be a pause, a being will leave, and another one will come through. We do see 3 at this time to answer questions. I will leave you all. Blessings to you, healing. May your past lives do not burden you any longer. We do see that much of this, your past lives that are mostly the negative holds on, we do see their claws releasing on many at this time, not just here, but across your planet. There is a spiritual awakening coming through. And to do that, the old must move on. Blessings. Greetings. I'm another Arcturian. I've been here many times. Blessings to you. I'm your informational specialist. Your Q&A Arcturian. Blessings. Love you all. If you have questions, please go at it when you're ready.
Yes, first question is from Wake Up.
All right, am I on the air?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I got a few quick questions. First of all, I had an encounter with another person earlier today. Can you like channel in on me and kind of like see what I'm talking about and kind of tell me about like what that meant, you know, to both me and that person? Because I know everything happened for a reason.
Encounter, you talking of a real person?
It was a physical encounter on my way to the gym. If you like read my emotion right now, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Someone that you haven't been speaking to for a while, you haven't known for a while.
Well, it's someone that I never met before, but on my way to my destination, I interacted with them, you know, and there was something that happened, you know, in between my interaction with them, and I want to know what it meant to me, like why it happened and what it meant to that person.
Well, this person you do know from other lifetimes.
Really?
So this is not a stranger, which is common. None of you are strangers, technically. Some might be. The reason for this, one moment. This is a person that you have a possible connection with in your future also to continue this. The reason for this, because you both have knowledge that will help each other, and this knowledge will move you forward. In some ways, move you out of a spot that is predicament in some regard, at least in your future. We do not see it now. Judging by your energies. It's an awakening process for both of you at this time. You are not at this time, but in your future where you can, if you continue a communication process, you will open up each other's worlds, spiritually, mentally, whereas thoughts and ideas that you would never think of before that would take you in directions that you were not planning on. At least that's what we see.
Did I break his nose?
One moment. Fractured, yes. Broken, no.
All right, well, I got one more question. I want to be a channeler, just like Even Teller. What can I do to start channeling today?
To put a time frame on it does not work exactly. You have to meditate, take time with yourself, find your own space. This interaction that you were with does open up many past life aggressions, obviously, that we're building up, that you are unaware of, but maybe now you are. But you actually have many past life interactions, and that's what built you up to this situation at this time.
I actually knew my whole life I was like waiting for someone to try me like that, and when it happened instantaneously as he tackled me, I didn't even know that I reacted, but I hit him in the face so hard that by the time we were on the ground, like all the aggression was like wiped out of him, and he's like, "You give up?" And it was over. I'm like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." You know, we got up, we shook hands, we kind of became friends. You know, we had like newfound respect for each other.
Good. That's good to hear. But as for channeling, this will take some time. You have to get to know yourself more. Meditate, get yourself, find some quiet time. You've already do this already. One moment. Do you see a few months to give yourself, but instead of finding it, let it find you. Let the energy find you. When you are ready, it will come through. So this is for you to meditate on, work on. That is all we have.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, next person is Miguel.
Hello, I am.
Hello.
How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
Thank you for being here. My first question is, in astral, when I travel, which form do I take, and do I use my current human form?
You have many Palladian aspects you use as your form. Also, angel form you take. Sometimes reptilian, not very often. You go in between different forms. So you do have your physical, what you look at, the way you look now, you do have that at times, not always. You do have also many Arcturian physical looks that you use also. That's all.
Nice. I wasn't aware of my Arcturian form. Thank you for that. My next question is, I've been feeling some heat on my left forearm, and it happens many times during the day. I'm wondering what that is. It's like in my forearm, feels like a hot spot.
You're receiving many downloads in that area. There is reasons for that. There is a, how do I word this? One moment. To connect to the body, some different species have certain entry areas. That's actually an Arcturian area. That's not exactly the spot, but that is one. That's an Arcturian area. That's one of the reasons why I came through also. Because many Arcturians are very angelic. So this is also being brought up. But it is a download. You're receiving much downloads in that. I know it sounds strange in that spot, but that is where you're getting a lot of information at this time. Some you take from the head, the ear, this side, that side of the head. There's different areas for different reasons. So that part of the body is just for different. Interesting. You also have many hybrid children also that have the DNA has been, you say, I know it sounds strange, removed in that area also. So there's a hot spot, you can say. But we do have a message for you. Arcturians will be connecting with you more often. Now you're going to this phase. Also Pleiadians. More amounts of both. The Arcturians have many messages, not at this time, but they are connecting with you more than usual because of the direction you're taking your spirituality. They find it fascinating, and they want to help you continue it and strengthen your abilities.
Thank you, I am. Blessings to you.
Okay, Ade, you're next.
Thank you. Hi, I am. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask about my third eye. There's been a lot of activity in that area. Can you enlighten me on that, please?
Well, yes, your reptilian friend is assisting you with your third eye opening up. You also have Arcturians around you also that are assisting you, Pleiadians. Yosua, yes. Yosua has a, one moment. Yes, special relationship information that will be utilized in your future, but you know of this. But many will benefit from it in a healing process. Your healing, your messages from Yasha will be healing, helping those heal as the ascension process goes through. As it increases, your words will assist others. Because somebody going through a panic attack because all this alien strangeness will start coming through. But this is sometime in your future, but to give you more of an idea, the information that you will give out to your Earth will assist many where they don't have panic attacks so they can finally calm down. This is part of that. Also, other channelers are part of this. Also, healers also part of this. You are all part of this, just to let you know. The third eye, one moment. I do have more for that. Maybe not. That is all I have for that.
Okay, thank you. My other question is, another being earlier talked about how people are connecting to their devices.
Yes.
What is the best way, in your opinion, for people to connect to each other? Because I think that would be more beneficial for spirituality.
Oh, yes. Telepathy, of course. To utilize the tools that who you are is telepathy. Many relationships, such as family, who you call, or a love relationship, such as girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you call it. That also where you can utilize your telepathy. So we do not need these devices, but at this time, obviously, because of the third density teachings and belief systems, you do need it, but necessarily you do not. Telepathy will increase in many, but still, when your belief system and your spirituality is not at a high frequency, it's hard to do telepathy. But that is one way. Mailing a letter is another to get away from your technologies. But of course, they use technologies too. That's a joke. One moment. But for the better utilized without technologies, also is obviously to connect to many in your communities. But also, you cannot. It's not easy to do that. So technology at this time is useful for others around the world, such as this, to connect. But to get away from technology, the best way to deal with technology is to bless your technology. I know that might sound crazy to some, but not necessarily. To send it light energy, angel energy, positive energies, to cleanse whatever madness is there, because there is much. To clear it out, to bring a cleansing to all your technologies, even appliances, everything, even your apartments, houses, things of that sort, any type of structure. That is useful also with that. That is all I have.
Beautiful. Thank you. Much love.
Okay, Almran, you're next.
Yes, I become a lot lucid, and lately I became lucid and met someone. She looked like a fairy or an elf, and she said to me that we are symmetry, and I didn't understand it. So I wanted to know what it was about, what we talked about. She kept on saying that we are symmetry, we are symmetry. I didn't understand it.
Connected through Agartha, symmetry, connected almost like your twin, almost, to a certain degree. Meaning twin-like soul, but not necessarily twin flame, but you can add a meaning to that all you wish. But a twin soul to some degree, where your energies match up in a right positive way, where your positive energies can reach out to others and give them positive energies. So this is what they mean.
Yes. Well, then I then I became lucid again after that, and I dreamed about a little boy who came to me, and he said to me, he kept a distance from me, and then said, I need to change my mindset, and said other things. I didn't understand that, but he just wanted to keep himself at a distance, and I didn't hear him well. So I become a lot lucid, and I go to places which I don't know, talk to people whom I don't know. So I wanted to know if what these places are, who these people are, and what they say to me.
What they're saying, as for belief systems, is to connect through spirituality. Not necessarily hearing what they say, but feeling what they say. Feel their energy, feel their intentions, feel who you are around, That way you can best understand them and how to deal with it. One moment. There will be times when you have to be around someone that you should not be around, but this is also a teacher of you to better enhance your abilities, enhance who you are. They're there for a reason. So sometimes when you feel it's like, oh, if I'm feeling using energy, I should only be around positive people. That's not always the case. Sometimes you're around people you should not be around because they're teachers. And you are a teacher to them also. So you're just to feel more. The more you feel, the more your body becomes more active instead of using the thought processes, which you feel like you already utilize that. But this is to strengthen that over time. Blessings.
Yes, thank you very much, my friend. I give my thanks.
Blessings to you.
Okay, Steven, you're next.
Hello, I am. Much love.
That's right.
I was wondering if you could help me on a dream I had. I keep having these similar dreams of like guarding a building, but there's this one time where I was coming out of like a house, and there's like this black brand new SUV, like a Tahoe, like just a really nice GMC SUV, and I was like, wow, that's nice. Who's that? And whose car is that? And then somebody to the right said, that's yours. I was like, wow, really? And so they threw me the keys or something, and I grabbed the keys, and I guess I took off with it or what, but I don't remember anything. Do you have any info on this?
You are transitioning. One moment. Transitioning to a new phase. That has not come yet. It is preparing you for a new transition of thought patterns connecting. One moment. The tree species are connecting with you more at this time. It's just this dream is just telling you are moving into a new phase of life. There's much here. Your father has a part in that also. He's sending you messages daily. It's just not always being verbally said, obviously. He's assisting you. That was a message from your father also. Your Pleiadian father, what you know what I'm speaking of. To assist, he's assisting you in your process as you're connecting more to spirit, connecting more to others, and unlocking. You're going to be part of unlocking many from disillusionment of themselves. If that makes any sense to you.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. And my last question, I was working one night at my job in downtown Dallas, and out of the blue, there's this black Mercedes that comes and drives down in my area, and then he turns around where the entrance of where I work, and then we started talking, and he's this a Hispanic dude that at first I just didn't understand what he was saying at all. I was like, I just couldn't understand him, and then he got out and we started talking more. He said he owned like a stucco place or whatever, and then we hugged and everything, and he's like, his name's Willie. He's like, my name's Willie. He gave me his number and everything. So I wonder if you have any info on that.
That also is a dream of connecting to new people that I normally wouldn't connect to. And this also has to do with waking up many that are asleep at this time. We do feel much energies with you to assist, like a counselor, assisting many into the more spiritual light. The alien information, spiritual information. And this is also a message for that. Not just like a counselor, but a general of kind also. The general system there is what you've had in past lives, where you're connecting your everyday Joe with information that is beyond them, at least they think it is, but to make them feel that this is them instead of you're going to be connected. The reason you're seeing these people is because they're everyday Joes to some degree. And to let them know that what is happening on this planet is the phase it is going through, the new phase. That there's nothing to be afraid of, and you could bring a comfort zone for their transition, let's put it that way. So that's what they're there.
All right, thank you. Good stuff.
That's what.
Okay, Christy, you're next.
Hello, I am.
Yes.
I wanted to check on my Orion infusion that I had requested.
Yes, one moment. One moment. I keep getting 22%. That's a high number.
Am I working in the Orion Council, or I've been really thinking about Orion a lot lately?
Yes, you're bringing their energies into this Earth at this time.
And is there a certain form that I'm taking when I am traveling to there, or a certain form that I am when I'm there?
You take human form and feline form. You go between the two.
Okay.
You are part of the council. Are you aware of this? You are on the council.
I am on the council?
Yes. Yes. Trust me, you are. One moment. An aspect of you is there, but you are there also.
Oh yeah, that's probably why I feel so pulled there all the time. Yes. Then.
It's because the work you are doing has been activated. It's already been there, but now you're going into a more advanced stage. There's more to this, not to go into it at this time, but right there you have enough to digest.
Yeah, I feel so much love for being there and all of that. It's just I just wish I want to go there all the time. I love being there.
Yes, it has a welcoming. You're doing so much here, more than you realize. Oh, I'm just human. You're doing. All of you here are doing so much more than you realize. Preparing for the ascension, but you're doing so much more than that.
Yeah, right.
You're healing many, some that do avoid themselves to a certain degree are helping with that, but helping with so much. There's more to it than that.
Yeah, I feel like I've been connecting to a lot more new people and a lot of heart connections with many.
Yes. Well, also, yes,
go ahead. Go ahead.
It's just that you are connecting to them where you can somewhat disconnect them from their human ways to be more of a fourth-dimensional being. Does that make any sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
More of a positive, of course you're still human, but more of a more positive outlook.
Yeah,
yes, go ahead.
I wanted to ask about hybrid children. If you could kind of tell me more of, when I try to draw them, then it's hard for me to sometimes see them for myself, but sometimes easier for me to see them for others. So I didn't know how, if they would come in and visit me more, or maybe show me more of what they look like, so I could connect with them more.
Realize this: you wish to connect. Oh, I'm gonna tell you this: you are. One moment. 1 second. There's much information here. 1 moment. Let me clear the air a little bit, because for you to connect to hybrid children, they are not making themselves known, but you are a part of many nurseries. Are you aware of this, of hybrid children?
Mm-hmm.
Many. This is why the information is hard for me to merging in. But you are part of many hybrid projects. So
Okay.
you are not necessarily needing to connect in this reality because you're doing many things, but you are still working with them. It's just not always known.
Yeah.
You always are. It is secondhand work for you.
Okay.
But yes, you're a part of many, many Yale, Arcturians, many hybridization projects.
Okay. That's one of my greatest excitements.
Yes.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Much love to you.
Much love. I must exit, but I'll bring another one's coming in. One moment. Not to go anywhere. Blessings to you all. Thank you for your questions. Healing. Continue your healing. Continue your paths. Blessings. Greetings all. It's been some time. I've been doing much work across your planet. I am Alonso, the tall blonde Nordic. Blessings to you. It has been so much time apart. The Nordics have been quite busy on this planet, more than usual. I just wanted to give you all thanks for being a part of this. Thank you for being open-minded to the new changes coming to your planet. You give us a joy, no matter your belief systems are. We still love you all, no matter what. Your differences, races, we love it all. Just to be a part of this human race is such a joy. Blessings. If there are questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Yes, Cynthia, you're next.
Hi, sorry. Thank you, Alfonso. Much love. My first question is, I've been practicing trying to send love and healing telepathically. Where should I focus my particular energy towards?
A positive intention for your telepathic message will always help. Of course, you can always send a negative one, but that might actually travel faster than a positive one. But it is always better for a positive message to just think of that person and tell them whatever you like. You love them, however. And in the receiving part, you can always, sometimes you're always, some do not realize this, you're always sending each other telepathic messages, you're just not aware of it. When someone around that you love or someone that you haven't been around for a while, they suddenly think about you. That is because you're thinking about them, that is a telepathic message. But to where to send your energy, just have a positive intention. That's all. Think of your person and send a message to them. That's all.
Okay. How about I think I'm guided to send more energy towards the ocean. Is that something I should be trying to work on?
The oceans, the tree people, the elementals, and your Agartha. Realize your Agartha needs much help because of what's happening with the weather systems here on your planet. So the oceans, yes. The tree people, yes. If you want to have two places.
Okay, thank you.
But Agartha would be much thankful for your message also.
Okay, thank you. My second question is, do I have any messages?
Oh, yes, you do. One moment. You're around children, correct?
Oh, yes.
Be more patient with them. They have many messages for you that you're teaching them. This is from your children. You are teaching them much. You're teaching them patience, but maybe you need a little bit more patience for them because some of them they're having trouble warning. So sometimes you might have to say things 3 or 4 times. It's reason because their attention spans isn't also going so well. I think you understand that. That's typical.
Yes.
The attention span. So if you have to repeat yourself, do not get angry. Don't want you. They're not. It's not like they're trying to not. It's not like they're not trying to ignore you. It's just they can't pay attention because of all of the electronics and things that are thrown their way.
I understand.
But patience is much needed around them. But you have that. But just so you understand the situation there, they do send you love. One moment. It is funny because their adult aspects are thanking you at this time. Their adulthood, their future selves are thanking you at this time.
So beautiful. Thank you.
Yes. Blessings.
Blessings to you.
Okay, I'm going to do the chat questions now.
Yes.
First question is from Stacy. She'd like to know, today I did a diamond chakra healing on my uncle with a mental disability. I was guided this would help him come back to his body more and more. Was this healing successful today?
Yes. I have nothing to add to that. Yes, you are correct, and you're becoming more, as I mentioned, telepathic. Becoming more telepathic, and you're understanding the messages from spirit on how to work with the energies and to heal others. This will increase. Yes, you did have a disgruntled customer before. Do not worry about that, because they will come back. A previous message has already been said, but you are doing great work, and this will continue. You will get more and more advanced also. Blessings.
All right, next question is from Bianca. She wants to know, what is my connection to the Galactic Federation of Planets or Light or whatever it is?
One moment. You have many lifetimes with them as an Arcturian, as a counselor, you did a couple of things. You're part of hybridization programs, but also, one moment, you're part of the space visitation processes, visiting worlds, not necessarily doing first contact, but visiting worlds that haven't been visited in a while by extraterrestrials, which is kind of rare now, but there was a time in the past where there were worlds that were not visited by aliens at all. They were just planted seeds. A few extraterrestrials were there, and you sort of brought the Federation of Light into that territory. So you had many lifetimes there. That is all. Thank you.
Okay, and she also wants to know, is there any messages from the Reptilians?
Yes, but it's mostly private.
Okay. Okay, and next question is from Simon. He wants to know your opinion of the book he's writing.
You are on the right track. I feel a lot of imagination there. You're pulling from source when you're doing this. I do have any messages, but it's mostly private. But keep it up. Blessings.
Okay, next person is KJ Jackson. Any messages for me?
This is going to take a second. The Palladians are working with you at this time. They say something about time travel. They don't want to go into details, but you've been doing a lot of time traveling with them. They're not going to say Well, I'll give you a slight hint. You've been during the times of Abraham Lincoln. You've been doing much time travel with the Pleiadians. That is all. Blessings.
Alright, next person is Symmetry. They want to know who sends me energy on the right side of my body.
The Pleiadians, but you're receiving assistance from the Zetas also to this. This is downloads and cures to certain mental ailments that have been bothering you for a while. I believe your mind, at least of the energies I'm picking up this time, your mind is clearing up. You're thinking more clearly than usual. Yes, there might be days where you're just in the dumps, but not. You're getting better than it was before.
Okay, next question is from Symmetry again. What is my connection to the person called Rainbow Momentum? What is the difference between him and me?
A brother situation. He is part of the Pleiades also, but a world in the Pleiades at this time. Part of where he works with Mother Earth at this time, and your relation with this person is you're assisting this being also with this work, with this world and other worlds also. You're bringing in information from other worlds into this one, with this being. That is all.
Okay, next person is Xiao. Her first question is, last week on Sunday, two beings came to my room at night, addressed themselves as my mom and dad. Who are they and where are they from?
These are mom and dads from a past life. One moment. These are Pleiadians, but they also have Arcturian energies. They were your parents as Arcturians. At this time, there might be showing yourself as Pleiadians, but there you have a lot of Arcturian energy because that's what their source. They're bringing you energy because of your spiritual direction. Yes, it is taking time, but they are assisting you, and that's all I have for them. Blessings.
Okay. Her second question is, does my police guide, are they the same being as the Blue Pleiadian guide, or are they a different being?
They are a different being. That's all I have for that.
Next person is Stephen Davies. Their question is, tonight I almost got through the triangle I see within my mind. My body was shaking, so my breathing seems to play a big part. This triangle seems powerful. What will happen if I get past it?
You will go into a more positive transition to know yourself. You will almost see a new you to a certain degree, but the old you will still be there, but the new perspective will be on the horizon. An Arcturian perspective, I believe.
Okay, his next question is, I have been told I have Lyran heritage. Can I have some info on this?
This is Stephen Davies still?
Yes.
Yes. Lyran, yes, is commander of a ship. Many past lives with them as a feline, as a human. You're always on ships. You're always traveling. Travel to the Pleiades. You're a part of the beginning of the Pleiades, actually, of the Pleiadians. This is very ancient, obviously. They were not born yesterday, so you were there. One moment. Yes, you're part of many galactic federations also coming together as a weird. That is all.
Okay, next person we have is Dion. Their first question is, the number 10,000 has shown up a lot recently. What is the message I'm being given?
Just stay positive. That is all I have. I must be leaving soon. Are there any quick ones that have that kind of question?
Well, I have a question specifically for you, then I'll go back and finish the chat if that's okay for the next being.
This is the last being at this time.
Oh,
I'm the last. So yes, please go ahead.
I'd like to know my connection to the Arcturians. I know you guys built my ship that I fly in Astral. I never really asked what my connection to you people were.
To the Arcturians, ancient past, you are part of the beginning of the Arcturians. You were during its founding. Part of the Elohim was there, and there's another species that's going unnamed at this time. You were during the early stages of their inception.
Oh.
I don't think you've been there since. Well, you come and go.
Okay, thank you. Are you taking any more questions, or are you leaving?
Is there anyone here that has a question?
In the room, yes. Wake Up has one.
All right. My question is just for me, and then I want to ask my friend's question since I paid for me. He didn't ask. Okay. Months ago, maybe last year, there was a foot-tall humanoid in a glowing suit that appeared in my room coming towards me. I called for help and it disappeared. What was it and what was it doing?
One moment. One moment. I'm exiting. There's another one that will come through the answer. How many questions do you have left here? Just one?
I just have this one question for me, and then I want to ask my friend's question. It's about him.
And there's another one that has a question after this?
I would go back to the chat questions. That's what I would do.
How many numbers are there for that?
There's not that many left, like 2 or 3.
All right. There's another being that will come through. I must go. You can ask your question again in a second. Much love to all of you. Blessings.
Blessings.
Greetings. I'm Shaw. Greetings again. I'm here to answer just this one question, and I must leave. I can do a quick one. Blessings. Please go ahead again.
Go ahead, Wake Up.
All right, you can hear me now?
Yes.
All right, months ago, maybe last year, it was a while ago, there was a foot-tall humanoid in a glowing suit that appeared next to me in my room. This was in the physical world, not like the fourth dimension or something. He was physically coming towards me, and I was backing away, and I called for help, and I was able to leave the room and disappeared. What was it, and what was it doing?
That was a Palladian. This is why the Nordic left. It is a Palladian that was service to self in human form, though, correct?
Obviously. Well, he was a foot tall, so he's a foot tall Palladian? He was like the size of my hand.
Yes. Yes, they come in different sizes.
Okay. So he wasn't doing anything good to me. I was doing the right thing backing away from him.
One moment. Let me connect to this more. Palladian energies, yes. He's more of a neutral being, scanning your energy to see if you are ready for, what was the time frame of this? Last year, correct?
It must have been months ago. It
Months
must
ago?
have been like within 6 months, maybe, more or less.
Because this is kind of like a time traveler. He knew of what were your potentials are. And he was just checking you out. Yes, 8 foot tall, yes, but he was there. Palladian is not necessarily the correct word for it, but many Palladian energies that are a mix of different species, actually. But he was working with the Palladians to connect with you. He used a lot of elemental energies there also. But his message for you, yes, he's a time traveler. He knew of your potential just to give you an idea of where you are going, of your awakening process. Obviously, you are in the awakening process at this time. But you are going to do great things in your future. He's just giving this moment to know him, to channel him also.
What was his name?
High shear. It does not have to be perfect. That is his name.
Okay, well, can I ask my friend's question for him? It's about him, not me.
Yes, go ahead, please.
All right, so my friend, Angry Cyclist, he tells me this question's for you. When I close my eyes while I meditate, I always end up at a castle made of gold. When I look around, I see no doors or entrances. I can't breathe after a while because the air is thin and it breaks my meditation. It's also really cold, and when I look up, there's no roof to this castle, no birds in the sky. It's also really cold.
It's where you're going astral. It's a meditative place, actually. It is an interdimensional place of meditation you go to reflect. Notice you're the only one there also. It is for you to reflect on yourself. Many look out and don't look within. It is teaching you to look in, because when you look in, you will see so much, but then you can give so much to others. So this is a imagery of this is to, it's kind of, you were inside, he was inside of this, correct? Obviously, yes.
Yeah.
To be inside of it alone, it's just say, imagine there was no mirrors there. There did not need to be any mirrors, because you were there in your head. You were there questioning all of this, but there's also, it is some ways to just thinking, just when you are alone, you have no mirrors, you are still in your mind, so you are with it. But this is also to force you to go even further. And when you go there, understand who you are, what you're here for. Because that's even a question. Why am I here? Many have this. I imagine he has this. Is to go about your day, live your life as it is. But to get to know yourself, as you get to know yourself, the answers will come through. As long as you have a positive outlook, it will come through. You will know what you're here for, and what you are here for will be helping others over time. Through messages you will understand in your future blessings.
All right. Well, what message does the spirit guide have for him?
Go forward. Obviously, as a cyclist, you're already going forward. But go forward spiritually also. One moment. There's sometimes hesitation to speak to others, and they say, speak to them no matter what. Of course, if you have a bad feeling, that's a different story. But do not have fear where you connect with others. Sometimes where you are, it's not always that you connect, it's understandable. But when you are in a situation to connect, do not be afraid to do so. Because when you do this, you'll be surprised you're afraid of nothing.
All right,
That
thank
is
you.
all they have to say. Yes, blessings.
Okay, are you taking any more questions, or are you leaving?
If you have those chat questions, I can answer them very quickly.
Yes, there's only a few of them. Okay, the second question from Dion was, are there any messages from my friend Jasmine?
That look once on yourself is with so much negativity. Love yourself more. One moment. Mother figure. You have a mother. This is what I'm receiving. Mother figure, or your mother's self, someone of a mothering nature, your mother, someone else's mother. To love them more, because they're not getting the attention that they used to. That message is for. It's not very clear how that's coming through. That is what I have.
Okay, now I'll finish up with the YouTube questions.
Oh yes.
3 people here. First person, roses are red. That's their name. I have had a few dreams of aliens. One small purple, one with big black eyes, another of a big body, small slit mouth, brown looking, and of soccer flying above the sky. I wonder if these are only dreams or a sleep state experience.
These are messages from the Arcturians, and the Palladians also. Obviously from spirit, they are all working together. These images are being formed by your consciousness, but they all have different meanings. These meanings live within you. Part of your awakening process is to understand their meanings, even if you don't feel that they have meaning. It's still, you're going in a direction of awakening, where you'll understand more from messages from spirit through your dream state. We feel like you can connect through your dreams to answer your questions, but this will take some time.
Okay, next person is Brenda. They would like to know, I would like to know who is around me and the name of my spirit guide.
A father figure, someone that crossed over, could be a grandfather, not making themselves known at this time. Your spirit guide, a female by the name of Dolores. She's very ancient, very angelic. She used to be an angel. The name Dolores fits her personality as you get to know her more. But who's around you? 3 spirit guides at this time, guardian angels, Archangel Michael. Blessings.
Okay, the next person is Frank Miller. They want to know if Saint Germain is real, and if he is, can he contact him?
Yes. And spirit at this time well, yes, you have many past lives with him. As Saint Germain and other lifetimes on other worlds. But yes, you can connect.
Okay, there's 2 more questions, and then we're good with the chat. Next one is from Infinite432. Who were the 2 entities that visited me telepathically at night?
Zeta Grace.
Okay, and the last question from the chat is from RVALLURI. They say, my name is, I can't pronounce his name. His last name is Valerie. My question is, any messages from my higher self?
There's many past lives as a reptilian, and don't see this as a burden, but see it as a gift, because you're utilizing that energy in a positive direction where you can assist others. of healing, verbal communication also. All of these past lives are very important to you. Build your character and structure for this life. Also, yeah, Palladian, Arcturian also. But the Reptilian is very important because it does ground you here, and you can utilize the energies from those past lives in many creative ways. And that is all I have for that.
Okay, there's actually one more from the chat if you have time.
Very quickly, I must be leaving real quick.
Okay, I'll ask his second one then because it seems more important. Are there any messages for him or his wife? His name is Marco.
Don't forget each other. There are times when you come apart and it's hard to come back together, where you're not having verbal communications correctly, where you're not always communicating on the right page. This communication can be improved by speaking from the heart. Sometimes you speak through the mind. That goes for the both of you. Sometimes the mind gets away of the heart. When you speak from the heart, you can heal each other better. That is all I have. Blessings. Thank you. I must be leaving now. That is all I have.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Blessings. Healing to all of you. I will return very shortly. Blessings. Goodbye. I am Shaw. Greetings.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Anybody to do a blessing to head us out?
Sure, I will.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ivan. Being blessed.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Blessings all. And we'll have another one tomorrow. And we'll see how that goes. So, blessings all and